Hey, Bella. Hey, girl. Hey, Josie, what are you doing, huh? Good morning, YouTube. So, I wake up this morning to this sight. This is, if you've watched my previous video about getting ready for a Jeep Beach Jam, I said an optional thing I might do is get a top, a fastback bolus top. Well, I got two. So, we're going to check them out. What I did was I found a deal on one, and then I found the one that I actually wanted. And so I just went ahead and bought both of them to compare, and then I'm just going to sell one or the other because at the end of the day, I'll have less money in them than what I can resell one for. So this one is the Rampage XHD bolus top. As you can see, it's actually made by XHD. This is a sailcloth top. Both of them are black. I know I want a spice, but my wife taught me in the black to match the black Jeep. This one is a Pavement End Sprint top, which I was going to reuse all my factory hardware anyway because I've already modified my door surrounds to fit my cage. So this is similar to the Trek top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at them, kind of gauge which one I kind of want to use. This one flips back. This one doesn't. But this one's sailcloth, and this one's whatever their normal fabric is, whatever Best Top's normal fabric is. I'm going to take out a micrometer. I'm going to measure them to see if one's truly thicker than the other, if there's any actual issues with it as far as durability or anything like that, to kind of tell if one's better quality than the other. I mean, I already say I'm leaning towards the Sprint top because I want the flip back feature, and they have much larger windows from the pictures. So we'll also compare windows and things like that. As far as generally what they are, they're the same things, a bikini style top, safari style top that has basically Velcro and zipped in windows and a back window, and it fits over your roll cage instead of using bows. I've had a California top, I think it was, which they don't make anymore back in the day, and I loved it. It was so much easier to put up and down than a top of bows. We'll look at it. It's not going to be hot enough today I gotta cut my grass. It's not going to be hot enough today to put them on, if you can believe that. I live in Georgia, which you'd think, wow, it's got to be hot down there in May. It's 60 degrees today. And it was 80 degrees through a lot of February, and now it's 60 degrees in May. So I think the weather's drunk. We're going to wait and see how much warmer it might get, but I don't anticipate me being able to get these on today. Because I have done it in the past, and you really need to get them out in the sun for a lengthy period of time to get the fabric real pliable. And that's just not going to work at 60 degrees, even in the sun. You really want 75, 80 degree day, put it out in the sun, and it'll be fine. Otherwise, you're going to have to use a hairdryer or a heat gun, and it's just not fun. So I'll probably wait to put them on, but I am fixing to get them out, and we'll take a look at them. I was to call this the Rampage top earlier. This is the Rugged Ridge top. Not the Rampage top. Guys, I'm going to be using this RCBS micrometer. If anyone's ever used a micrometer, it works the same way as any of them. You turn the barrel here. This one has hash marks at the 25s. And so the barrel goes up to 25 as well for the secondary measurements. It has a regular clutch so that you can't over tighten it. And it has a locking feature, so I'm going to tighten that down on it, use the clutch to tighten down on the fabric, and we'll see what this says as far as thousandths of an inch. Alright, finding a place on this one that's not double stitched is a little bit more difficult. I mean, I can already tell this thing feels like it's made a lot better. And I went into this absolutely 100% saying I was going to keep the Pavement Ends flip top, Sprint top, and get rid of the Rugged Ridge top, but I'm not so sure. This one seems to be very well built. Let me see if I can find a place where it's not double stitched, where it's just the actual fabric, and I can tell you it's going to be thicker. And let's see if we can get a good measurement on it. So guys, let's go through these tops one more time. Pavement Ends top uses your factory surrounds header, which means it will clip into the top, and has much larger windows and has a flip top. Rugged Ridge sailcloth top, much heavier fabric just from the feel. It just feels like it's better quality. Smaller windows, uses its own hardware, I would have to use my screw-on header that I've got for my bikini top, so it doesn't use the factory clip-down header. which that factory clip down header does make a world of difference in putting the top up quickly. No flip top, but it does have storage above the passenger area for your windows and your rear window when you want to take them out and use it as a bikini top. If it'll get a little bit warmer, I'll get these out in the yard and I'll spread them out and we'll take a look at them. If it doesn't get any warmer, I'm not going to do that today. But y'all tell me which one I should use. If anyone has any experience with these, I would love to hear it. I was shocked. I went into it thinking, well, this one was going on immediately. I was selling that one. I got such a good deal on it. But now, I don't know. Maybe my wife can chime in. She really wants the flip top, but she also really wants it to be quiet. And I really think this one's going to be quieter. So we'll see. Soft tops have been out here for a while. They are probably nice and hot. Oh yeah, they're a lot more pliable. Let's check the micrometer again, and let's see what it says. See if I can do this and hold the camera. I guess I can do it on the windows because they're of the same fabric. All right, I'm gonna set this down for a minute. All right, so after getting it tightened down with the clutch and then locking it with this, now I've got 025 plus 5, that'd be 030. So that's 030, so that's 30 thousandths of an inch. 030. It was 032 when it was nice and cool and new. Now it's been out here, it's probably a little more, it compresses probably a little bit more. But you can see the clutch won't go any further, so that's where we're at. So whether it's thousandths or hundredths, either way, the number you're looking for is 035. So let's see what the rugged ridge top is. All right, I locked it down, and now it is. This one is at, so it's still 039. So that really didn't change. The best top compressed a little more. The sailcloth top, which the best top's not sailcloth. This sailcloth top did not compress as much. So as you just generally, you can tell that this is obviously a much thicker top. This is clearly, as long as it fits tight, would be the quieter top. Not necessarily speaking to durability or build construction, but as far as material is concerned, it's a heavier material, so it would, as long as it's tight and fits as tight as that one, it would be quieter. If it fits looser though, just because it's a heavier material doesn't mean it won't flap even harder at 65, 70 mile an hour going down the interstate. So I'm going to install this one first. I've already got the header on, so let's go ahead and get that started. Alright, what you've been watching is me installing the this top, which is the rugged ridge top, which you can see is very nice. Has some very nice pockets here, has some padding, goes on very nice, has some eyelets that straps it down real tight, has pulls for the zippers. It's an awesome top. I mean, it is fantastic. But as I went to tighten it down, this piece ripped right out. So this is, if you've ever put on a bikini top, you know this piece goes in the little eyelet on the windshield frame, and you tighten it up, and it tightens this. It tightens the overhead part. I pulled with one hand. I didn't over tighten. I didn't try to overdo it. I simply pulled once, got it tight, pulled one more time with one hand just to make sure it was tight, and this just ripped right out, which is very disappointing because this top is very nice. And it's got metal hooks, it's got thick straps, it's sailcloth, it's a thicker top, it seems better made, and yet that happens. So what you'll see now is me putting on the best top, Pavement ends top, which is the one that's on the Jeep now, and the one I guess I'll be using because this one's unusable. I am going to go ahead and fix this. I have a sewing machine I can sew that back together with, and I mean, I don't even know how that happens. It was hardly any, I mean, I hardly pulled it at all. It just ripped right apart. And that is very disappointing because this top seems very well made. So the rest of the video will be me putting on the Pavement ends top, which is the top that's on it now. And I'm happy with this top too. But you can tell it's a thinner top. It's thinner material. When you have the windows down as you're driving, it flaps violently. But with the windows up and the low pressure system in the cabin, when that happens, you wind up this is pushed up and no flapping, pretty quiet. But the rest of the video will be me putting that together. So enjoy, and part 2 of the video will be of this. So I may split this into 2 sections. If I do, please tune in to the next video, and because I don't want to make a video that's too long. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have to click the next video, there'll be a link. And God, so disappointing.